Now at 5, we have a winter weather advisory for a good chunk of the 4-state area. I'm going to break this down for you.
Plus, with that in mind, some local officials are already urging drivers to stay off the roads this holiday weekend. And television icon and entertainer Betty White has died just weeks before her 100th birthday.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A big chill and a wintry mix are on the way to the area as winter weather advisories go up for a number of our counties. This is KOAM News at 5. I'm Chris Warner. Go straight to Doug Heddy for the latest.
Yeah, we got a winter weather advisory, and this goes into effect during the morning hours. This is mainly I-44 and north for southwestern Missouri and then also southeastern Kansas, and this lasts into the early morning hours on Sunday. This is going to be for light freezing rain, light sleet, and light snow. And also we have an Arctic air mass, which is knocking on our doorsteps as we speak. Showers already picking up in our southern counties. We are going to have scattered showers, even a few thunderstorms as we build through the evening hours, mainly along and south of Interstate 44. Most of you are going to end up staying dry, at least for the next several hours. But look at all the moisture which is building out across parts of Oklahoma, which is going to roll in. So as we go through the evening hours, here's 9 p.m. rain starting to creep in across the region. We'll have periods of showers, even some thunderstorms. Here's about the midnight hour, and then our temperatures take a drop. I'm, of course, going to break this down for you here in just a bit.
All right, Doug, thank you. With the icy conditions tomorrow, officials say it's better to stay off the roads if you can. But if you need to travel, there's some safety tips to keep in mind. MoDOT says to keep in mind that bridges and overpasses will freeze first, and also that seemingly safe roads could still be dangerous.
This one's going to be a little challenging because it's going to come on the heels of some rain, so there's really not an opportunity to pre-treat. So it's just going to take all the staff we have out there monitoring it in advance of the storm so that we can adjust accordingly and be ready.
Now also, before your trip, you should check road conditions on your state's Department of Transportation website. And the city of Joplin is reminding people to have an emergency kit ready as the freezing weather moves in. Officials say that emergency kit should include plenty of water, at least a gallon per person per day for up to 3 days, and of course 3 days worth of canned or dried food per person. Also include a battery-powered radio, flashlight, first aid kit, and copies of important records. Her decades-long career ranged from model to host to actress. Betty White died at age 99, just weeks shy of her 100th birthday, leaving fans saddened, but with fond memories and gratefulness for the laughter she brought so many for so long. Nikki Batiste takes a look back at Betty White's career.
Hi, Sue Ann, how are you?
I didn't sleep a wink all night. I feel wonderful.
Before she became a household name on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, Betty White was a familiar face on TV, hosting parades, appearing in TV commercials.
Your man's Valentine is sportsman toiletries. Your gal's...
And as a regular on game shows, from To Tell the Truth to The Match Game.
I'm the first one finished.
You're the best.
You were finished a long time ago, sweetheart.
To her favorite.
Here's your host on Password, Alan Ludden.
But the role of man-crazy happy homemaker Sue Ann Nivens on the top-rated Mary Tyler Moore Show made her a star. It became her trademark, a sweet little lady who says not-so-sweet things.
Sue Ann. Yes, Lou.
Could you do me a favor?
Well, maybe on my lunch hour.
Thank you for being a friend.
In 1985, White took on a new role, playing the lovable, naive Rose on The Golden Girls.
Even a trip to the bank can be exciting if you wear a ski mask.
Considered one of the most progressive TV shows of all time, the 4 older single women living as housemates in Miami raked in awards and maintained a cult status for decades.
Who's that at the door? It's me, Blanche.
As White got older, her popularity actually increased.
You're playing like Betty White out there.
That's not what your girlfriend said.
The 2010 Super Bowl ad for Snickers was such a hit that it started a Facebook campaign for her to host Saturday Night Live.
Betty White!
A few months later, she got the gig. The appearance earned her a 7th Emmy Award. That same year, she also starred in yet another sitcom at age 88.
Try them on, Joy. You're the only one here with man hands.
and at age 96.
Oh my goodness.
White received a rousing standing ovation at the 70th Emmy Awards. She thanked her fans and said it was incredible that she could stay in a career so long and still have people put up with her. Nikki Batiste, CBS News.
Back here in the 4 states, a New Year's celebration today, or rather an event, a barrel bash at the Lucky J Steakhouse and Arena in Carthage. You still have some time to check it out. It's going to run until 10 tonight. People are able to get a meal from the steakhouse and watch some horse barrel racing.
We're doing a barrel race. It's a barrel bash. This is our year-end event. So all these people that's been following our events throughout the year have been building points. And so this weekend they get to capitalize on those points that they've been getting, and they're going to be able to win some great prizes.
Now, if you don't make it out tonight, the Barrel Bash will continue through the weekend. Well, still ahead on the KOAM News at 5, with all the internet outages, another one hit this week impacting gamers. And next in Health Watch, could there be an end to the pandemic in sight?
Winter is right around.
More flight delays could be on the way, this time because the FAA has a number of employees testing positive for coronavirus. The agency says it might be forced to implement health and cleaning procedures that would reduce the number of flights it can handle. Since Christmas Eve, airlines have canceled more than 11,000 flights. More than 1,000 have already been scrapped for this Saturday and Sunday. The COVID-19 pandemic could come to an end in 2022 if global vaccination increases. That's according to the World Health Organization. WHO Chief Tedros Ghebreyesus said in a statement today that the world has all the tools and resources to end what he called a calamity. Tedros added that, quote, if the right choices are taken, we can turn this pandemic around. Among the 2021 achievements, WHO Director General listed the COVID-19 shots administered worldwide, 8.5 billion. But he said inequality has powered the pandemic. According to the WHO, the projections show there is potential to vaccinate all adults globally and provide boosters to high-risk groups. Starting today, the travel ban on Africa is no more. The restrictions were put in place last month, keeping people from 8 southern African nations, including South Africa, from traveling here. The decision was made as the Omicron variant began to spread, but received harsh criticism. The Biden administration defended the choice, saying the U.S. needed more time to understand the variant and its spread. But CDC officials have since recommended lifting the restrictions because of data showing our vaccines are effective against Omicron. What's more, since Omicron has already spread around the world, officials say barring international travel from certain countries won't have a significant impact on U.S. cases. The COVID spike from Omicron continues with nearly 500,000 new cases in the U.S. on Thursday alone. Some governors are enacting new mandates for the new year as states are also trying to stay ahead of testing shortages. Skylar Henry reports from Washington.
The U.S. is bringing in the new year while facing a record surge in the number of COVID-19 cases, brought on by the more contagious Omicron variant.
If we can increase vaccination rates, we'll certainly make a big step towards next Christmas and New Year being a happier period than this was.
New York's governor is extending the state's mask mandate to February, and she announced a booster shot requirement for eligible public university students beginning January 15th.
This is how we're going to ensure that these campuses stay open. We're going to protect the health of New Yorkers, but also health of the economy.
Happy holidays.
State governors are also trying to tackle the COVID testing shortage. Connecticut's Ned Lamont has brought in hundreds of thousands of rapid tests, and he wants those in need to get first priority.
We're sending it out to the municipalities with our guidance that focus on the vulnerable, focus on the forward-facing folks, focus on people that are showing symptoms.
Overstretched hospitals are pleading that people avoid going to the emergency room for testing.
If all you need is a test, the hospital's not the right place for you.
COVID is also putting a strain on the airline industry, prompting thousands of canceled flights. And the FAA says air traffic controller shortages could cause even more cancellations. All of it adding up to headaches for people trying to get home from their holiday travels. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
The CDC is recommending all Americans avoid traveling on cruise ships, warning that the risk of catching COVID-19 is very high. The agency is currently investigating outbreaks that occurred on several dozen ships. That's a look at today's health news. A little later, before you head out to buy that New Year's celebratory champagne, we got a word of caution for you.
And we're going to break down some wintry weather, which is going to roll in for the new year, coming up next. Well, it definitely turned out to be a much warmer day for us today. High temps into the mid 60s, which is pretty nice. Usually, though, when you warm up this much in the winter months, you know we're about ready to tumble. And that's what we're going to do as we go through the next 24 hours. Winter weather advisory in effect for all of southeastern Kansas and southwestern Missouri along and north of Interstate 44. I do think our southern counties will get some freezing drizzle and some light snow, but not enough to warrant a winter storm advisory or winter weather advisory as we go through the next 24 hours. A lot of clouds right now, some showers starting to pop up in our southern counties, and these will continue to increase as we go through the evening hours. Even a few embedded little thunderstorms will start to increase as well. But you can see all these showers all the way back through Oklahoma, but you can see the moisture is increasing and expanding in coverage and working off toward the northeast. Here's the main little wave out across southern parts of Arizona, and that is the wave that is going to roll toward us as we go into the daytime hours tomorrow. All right, temperature still warm. It's windy. We're sitting into the mid 60s, but just to our north, just to the north of the viewing area, we have this Arctic front that is plunging south. So Kansas City's at 47. You got 28 in Des Moines, 16 in Sioux City. Rapid City is sitting at -2. So all that cold Arctic air, our first Arctic blast of the season, getting ready to roll in. So let's go through the evening hours. Here's 10:30 p.m. Showers, thunderstorms, nothing strong or severe, but some thunderstorms start to pick up, especially in our southern counties as we go through the overnight hours. Here's 1:30 in the morning. So if you do go out and you do stay out until midnight, you should be heading home at this time. We're going to have showers, really most of the region, but I'm not expecting any frozen precip. Look how we're in the 30s, northern counties, 40s for Joplin. Rain really increases. Here's 4 a.m. Look at our temps. We're hovering 4 or 5 degrees above freezing. We're still into the 40s once you get through the metro, and then moderate to heavy rain. So this is 6:30 in the morning. Look at our temps. We're in the mid 30s, so we're going to start switching to freezing rain in our northern counties by the morning. Everybody else, just rain. As we go through the morning hours, that freezing rain line starts to advance a little bit farther toward the south. So this is all going to be freezing rain and sleet. This is all rain. As we continue, here's the noon hour, that freezing line getting down toward the metro, but the heaviest of the moisture starting to exit the region. But at this time, from Chanute, Iola, Yates Center, you're getting heavy sleet and freezing rain. As we go through the afternoon hours, the heaviest is gone. We kind of switch over to freezing drizzle. So here's 2:30 in the afternoon. We're all going to be at or below freezing, and then we just get light freezing rain, light sleet, mixed in with light snow as we work into the evening hours. Here's 8 p.m. We get a little batch of light snow, everyone, and then most of this is going to be gone by midnight tomorrow night. All right, precip amounts. I think most of us will get 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Of course, most of this is just rain. This is mixed in with sleet. So if we look at wintry weather, northern counties, you get a majority sleet, upwards to 1 inch of sleet. That's a lot of sleet, but it doesn't pile up on power lines, which is good. Everybody else, a glaze on the roadways to 1/10 of an inch of ice, and then a dusting of snow with the band of snow that's going to roll through tomorrow evening. One other concern with all the rain that we are going to get, we'll be sitting into the mid 30s. We crash into the 20s, so a lot of that moisture on the roadways could freeze right over to ice. So that's something we got to keep our eyes on by the time we head into tomorrow afternoon. All right, I was building the 7-day and I forgot to finish it, but I got the numbers right. So we got to fix the bottom there, but 20s tomorrow, only 25 on Sunday. So it is going to be a very cold weekend, a good weekend to stay inside, watch football, do whatever, but definitely be careful on the roads tomorrow.
Absolutely. And I know that through the rest of this evening and then through tomorrow, you and Nick can keep us up to date on what we need to know. Doug, thank you so much. Well, coming up, workers at IKEA are getting a New Year's gift. But first, we take time to honor one of our many four-state heroes. W.G. Percy served in the Navy during the Korean War, his hometown, Iola. And we're proud to recognize W.G. Percy, tonight's four-state hero. And remember, to learn more about other heroes or nominate one of your own at any time, all you need to do is go online and go to our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. More money is heading to IKEA employees here in the U.S. Their hourly rate is going to jump to $16 an hour, with some starting at $17 or $18, depending on location. Majority of employees will also get a performance bonus, totaling a payout of nearly $76 million. The international furniture and retail giant also announcing an enhanced benefits package. It includes a minimum of 5 weeks paid time off. Company accrediting strong sales in 2021, IKEA says they had one of their most successful years to date, with $5.8 billion in total sales, which is a 25% increase from 2020. The popular game Fortnite was restored Wednesday evening after getting knocked offline. For hours, the outage left gamers unable to log into the popular Battle Royale. According to the official Fortnite status Twitter account, servers were down as technicians investigated, quote, stability issues. Fortnite maker Epic Games also had trouble with its wider gaming library. The company tweeted that it was, quote, investigating issues with downloading, installing, and launching games in your library. People looking to pick up a bottle of champagne for tonight's celebration may be paying some higher prices. Tony Aiello explains why.
Champagne's popularity is once again popping. Sales dropped in 2020 when the pandemic canceled many New Year's parties. But the industry group UMC says sales are expected to hit more than $6 billion this year, which would be a new record. In France, some retailers are struggling to keep up with demand. Many champagne makers are not able to supply us, this Paris shop owner says. Part of the reason, grapes in France were hit with some bad weather this year, leading to lower production. And in the U.S., that's leading to higher prices.
We've seen prices on our platform go up a bit.
Kathy Lewinberg with Drizzly.com says the average price for champagne is 20% higher than in 2019, and high-end labels are in high demand.
The top-selling brands from a champagne standpoint are Veuve Clicquot, Moet, and Dom Perignon. Those have been the top sellers for the month of December.
At West Coast retailer Bevmo, people can buy in person, online, or have items delivered through the GoPuff app. On the site, a small number of specific champagnes are out of stock, but there's still a wide variety available. The company has seen increased demand for not only champagne, but also alternatives not made in France.
We've seen a 10% increase for California local sparkling wine year over year.
And while the prices for champagne may be going up, spirits are also staying high as the country raises a glass to 2022. Tony Aiello, CBS News, New York.
Production issues are expected to continue in France, which means champagne prices could remain higher well into the new year. We got a final check of the forecast next. Tonight on the KOAM News at 6, ahead of the incoming winter weather, officials are saying it's best if you just stay off the roads. Plus, we're heading to a special New Year's Eve party for kids, and we're taking you to Carthage for the Barrel Bash. We got those stories and more tonight at 6. And we have a lot to watch over the next 24 hours or so.
Yeah, we do. Showers, thunderstorms starting to increase for us tonight, really picking up after midnight, but by morning we're going to start having freezing rain in our northern counties, and that freezing line will slowly advance south, should make it to the I-44 corridor by noon or so, and then just very light freezing rain and light sleet, light snow kind of sticking around tomorrow afternoon. So we're not going to have any heavy wintry weather for most of us except our northern counties. But as temperatures drop into the 20s, we are going to have some slick spots on the road. And as we were talking earlier, we may get what's called a flash freeze. So you get real heavy rain when you're into the mid 30s, and then you drop into the 20s and it just freezes over to ice. So, yeah, it is better to just stay home, watch some football.
Yeah, no, it's a good weekend to do that. With as cold as it's going to be, might as
Yeah.
well stay indoors. Doug, thank you so much. That's our time for now. We're going to be back here at 6 right after the CBS Evening News, and thanks for making us part of your night.